the way that you know that you have a healthy relationship. Now, I'm only speaking in my perspective of what I consider healthy in a relationship, but you don't have to message 24/7. Just one message saying, hey, how are you doing? I'm checking in. Are you doing good? Or do you need some time alone? Just keep those check-ins regular, but don't text too often, because you got to know that outside of your relationship, people have lives too, And so it's not bad to not text 24/7. Me and my boyfriend, I mean, we might blow up each other's phones on social media reels, but I honestly only call him once in a while now. But I text him good morning and good night and make sure he's doing okay, and he makes sure I'm doing okay. And then I tell him I'm sorry I haven't called him or texted him for a while, and he's like, no, it's okay. You have a life too. And he says, as long as I know you're sending me so many reels and text me at least once a day, I know you're alive and enjoying your life, even if you're struggling in the biggest storms. I guess in reality, it's the small things that I consider healthy in a relationship. We're long distance. So even a small text that says, hey, I hope you're doing well. I know you have a life, but I just wanted to come and check in and say, I love you. I am proud of you. You deserve to be on this planet. Things like that, the little things. And being able to see each other in your darkest moments is really a powerful thing. And when you get in a fight, being able to apologize right away, that is beautiful. That is truly, truly beautiful. I mean, even if it's the biggest thing ever, and still being able to apologize, or even the smallest, tiniest thing, and saying, hey, I'm sorry if you yelled at them or told them to knock it off in a rude way. Saying, I'm sorry, and truly meaning it is healthy. How do I know? Well, coming from someone who gets annoyed very easily, or overstimulated, or stressed, there will be times that I say, hey, a little strongly, and say, can you please stop, or shut up, or be quiet. But if you apologize, what I'm trying to say is apologize for real. Actually mean it. Like, actually apologize for the right reasons. Me and my boyfriend always apologize. He's gotten a little riled. I've gotten a little riled. We've, bickered. But we always end up apologizing. And that's made us stronger in the long run. And I know not everyone is Christian, but for my fellow Christians, bring it to God. God sees you in your relationship, and if there's something you want to get better at or work better at in a relationship, if it's having deeper talks, if it's checking in and saying, hey, how are you actually doing? Do not lie to me. If it's those kind of things, ask God how to do it in the best way where you're still gonna grow better. This, I literally just randomly got a thought that told me to record this, and it just came, like, I didn't write anything down. I just spoke from my heart just now. Like, I was scrolling, and I thought of it, and then I kept on scrolling some more, trying to ignore it. But then godly reels kept on coming up, like, share, like, if you're not afraid to share the gospel, if you're not afraid to share things about relationships, I'm like, what is Lord Savior doing right now? And basically, the thought usually goes away in my brain if it's something not important that I don't need to share, but that one thought would not go away in my brain. So you know what I did? I pressed record. After grabbing my Bible from my room, I didn't look in my Bible. I'm just holding my Bible so it brings attention. Alright? Like, if you're just sitting here plainly talking and not moving, sometimes it kind of gets boring. But if I'm distracted and listening and seeing people move, it kind of right away gets me hooked. And then I'm like, oh, what are they going to talk about? So that's why I have a Bible in my hand. And I also brought the Bible is because if I can I'm trying to find a certain verse and I need to be able to find it. Where is it? Hello? I know this is 6 minutes long. Let me pause this and I'll find it. Alright, sorry. I found it. Here we go. I can do all things through Christ. I know it as who strengthens me, but the Bible that I have says I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. But I know it as who strengthens me. But that is Philippians 4:13, and I don't know. I really like that verse because it tells me that when I'm struggling, if I do it with God, I'm able to do it better. Oh, I just came up with that just right out of my brain. Like, what? That was weird. That just came out of my brain like it was needed to be said. So, like, wow. I don't know what kind of spiritual thing the Lord's got me to be sharing this today, but the Lord told me, oh, come on, pull out your phone, click record, and just speak from the heart. And I guess that's what I'm doing. Because, wow, I just, wow. But yeah, I thought I'd share that today. That, yeah, I'm too stunned to speak that I even shared all of this. Basically, there are signs if your relationship is healthy or not. And if you're contemplating it, ask the man upstairs. I say the man upstairs as in heaven, but if you are a Christian, but that's my opinion on what I think is healthy in a relationship is apologize, love one another, and be there in the worst and best moments of each other's lives. If you need a shoulder to cry on, if you need a really big laugh instead of crying, if you need to sound like crazy and repeat the same thing over and over until you don't need to think about it anymore, if you have that person in your relationship who's accepting of every single part of you and still chooses to love you, dang, man, that's healthy. And never, ever let go of that person. Okay? Trust me. Trust me on that.